So the Caspian border map was opened recently for everybody who's playing the open beta, and first impression is that it's phenomenal. It's amazing. Not only when it comes to the design of the map, I mean, it's really interesting. Like, when you're in an air vehicle, you can cross the map in, like, I don't know, 10 seconds, like, easily. Just it seems so small when you're in a when you're in an airplane, and you're just like swishing around in the sky, and you can easily traverse the entire map in about 10 seconds. But walking from one side of the map to the other, woo, that's gonna take a little longer. And I really like the way they've kind of balanced out the distances. Nothing really feels too far away, too close. Well, except the two flags in the middle, the hilltop flag and the forest flag. That's C and B, I believe. I mean, those damn flags are I mean, they're right next to each other. I don't know if that's intentional or whatever. I mean, it feels like as soon as one team, if one team holds both flags, and as soon as they lose one, they can just spawn on the flag nearest, and they can just walk over and just recapture it. I don't know, like that flag just doesn't make sense to me, design-wise. But yeah, all the bases are really varied. Like, that's what I really love. I mean, the entire map is just, I mean, it's a forest map. We've all seen it, and that's something that I haven't seen in games or in multiplayers before. Like, a forest map of this size, multiplayer? Like, holy shit! I mean, the dudes at DICE are just fucking imbalanced. Like, what the hell have they been using? Like, have they been pumping steroids into Frostbite 2? Like, how are they? How? Like, just how? Everything, how? Technically, how the fuck did they manage to make it work? Like, the map is ginormous, and yet they can fill in all these trees, leaves, bushes, fucking destructible buildings, fences, vehicles, weapons, checkpoints, road cones, you know, like little coney red shaped things, you know, like just all of those things in one map, and the engine is rendering that all at the same time, and the game actually works without, you know, imploding. I'm just gobsmacked. Like, I can't understand. I can't fathom how they did that. For the love of, no, I just technically I'm astounded. For those of you who, you know, understand programming and everything, feel free to explain it to me, because I'd love to know, because it's retarded. It's just ridiculous. I'll just mention graphically, like the graphical aspect of everything, like just the first impression, like, because I was watching a couple of videos prior to me getting into getting the chance to play the map, and I was, you know, looking at all these videos on YouTube and seeing all these people play there, you know, a little bit of jet, a little bit of heli, a little bit of, you know, infantry gameplay. And I was like, damn, this map looks absolutely phenomenal. I mean, like, just graphically, it just looks like so beautiful, like crazy. Like, it feels like you're actually walking in those forests, and you hear the birds chirp, and they're like singing in the distance, and you're like, wow, I'm like, it feels like I'm really in a forest. But then you actually play the map, and it's nothing like that. It's 100 times better than anything you see in a video. It's insane. Like, the level of detail and the level of textures that are present, and just the polished nature of, just graphically, just how polished the graphics are. It's just retarded. Like, I'm a guy who praises gameplay innovation and, you know, creative plots and engaging stories more than I do, you know, graphics. You know, I'm a guy who just doesn't give a fuck about graphics. I don't. Fuck 'em. But when something's good, it's good, and credit where credit's due. This game looks phenomenal, and it runs phenomenally as well. I have a pretty awesome computer, and I'm basically running, I'm not sure what I'm running the game on. I think I'm running it on more or less ultra. I customized it a little. I turned off anti-aliasing because I noticed that, I mean, the game looks phenomenal whether or not you have anti-aliasing on. And I turned off motion blur because, I don't know, motion blur, meh, I don't know. I never really liked the idea of motion blur. But, you know, I'm more or less playing on ultra, or maybe high. Let's say high. I'm not sure. As I said, I don't give a shit about graphics, but even on high, it just blows my mind away how beautiful this map is. This game in general. That just Battlefield 3 just looks phenomenally. Just, oh my god, insane. Props to the guys at DICE. Just, Jesus, why, fuck, like, above and beyond, indeed. Alright, now the second impression. After I've been playing the map for a while, I've been using a couple of vehicles, and I'll just take them as a bullet point and just, I'll just, you know, go as they come to me. And I'll try to go over like every base, balance issues, vehicles, etc, 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 etc. Where to start? Like, do I start with the positives first and the negatives later? But that kind of puts the video, like, the video ends on like a negative tone. Or should I like begin with the bad shit and then close it off with the good shit? Or should I just like begin with the good shit and then come with the bad stuff that they need to, you know, tweak or just completely change, and then just summarize the good stuff again? You know, fuck it. I don't know. I'll just begin with the two things that I immediately wanted to try out, and that kind of pisses me off, and that's air vehicles. First off, the jets. The jets. People have been complaining that there is no weight in the vehicles, or rather in the jet itself. Like, there's no weight to when you like pull up, or you like swing your entire plane a certain direction, or you do a loop-de-loop or whatever. That there's just no feel there. There's no weight there. It doesn't feel like you're, you know, fighting against gravity. It's just like a paper plane in air. I can see what they're saying. Like, I understand, and I agree. But this is subjective. Like, I enjoy that. I think, I don't know. It feels to me like, I don't know. It just feels like if I would be flying a real plane, that's kind of what it'd be like. Because when you're flying in fucking Mach 10, I imagine that, I mean, that at those speeds you can basically do any turn however you want and how smoothly you want. Like, it just, you know, there's not much friction at those speeds. I mean, except for air. Well, except for air, there is no friction, right? I mean, I don't know. I like it. I know that a lot of people have said that, you know, it's just too easy. There's no resistance to when you like, you know, turn right. There's nothing that really just, you know, pushes you, or like, you know, you don't feel any G-forces, or I don't know. But, you know, that's basically like the general consensus, that there's not much feel, and they just feel very bland, very generic. I agree, they do, but I don't necessarily think that's a bad thing. I like them, they work. Yeah, I mean, I like the feel of them. They don't feel like Battlefield 1942 planes, which are the planes that I always compare, well, basically any kind of air vehicles to, because I really felt like the air vehicles in 1942 were just so spot on. I mean, I've never flown a World War II plane, but it just feels like when you were turning, it just felt like, oh, so sluggish. Like, this is a plane, you know? This is a fucking monster in the sky. This is an angel from the heavens coming to dispense furious anger on the ground soldiers. And it really, you know, it really felt like a machine, rather than a paper airplane, as many have described. the planes in Battlefield 3, but I don't know. I like them both. They're not like Battlefield 1942, the planes in Battlefield 3, but I don't know. They're okay in their own right. I like them. They do what they're supposed to do. I mean, they function quite well. They fire stuff. I don't know. So yeah, I mean, subjective. I'm just waiting for everybody to get a chance to try the jets and just hear what everybody thinks. The general consensus so far has been a little that they've just been very underwhelmed by the experience of the jets, and I can see where you're going, but then again, I've never been much of a jet or a airplane flyer, like ever. Like I've never just I've basically I suck at it. I do. I don't know what I'm doing. I can't dogfight. You know what? For all those years, or for those, I mean, I don't know how many games I've played in 1942, but I think I've shot down maybe how many, 2 planes in that time. And I mean, I'm just not a an airplane vet. So I guess that I don't really merit for a good opinion. I mean, I don't think my opinion merits as a valid one, as somebody with competence for how well the jets fly. So just take my opinion with a grain of salt, and just I don't know, take it for what it is. As I said, I'm the shittiest jet player there is. Now for the balance side, it seems to me like they've kind of fucked up the whole balanced nature of the flying vehicles in general. But first, I'll just go jets. Jets. I mean, everything you have when you start off flying in a jet is just the jet itself, obviously, and the machine gun. That's it. That's all you have. This puts you immediately as an underdog in every regard. You don't have anything. Flares, air-to-ground missiles, fucking stealth camouflage specky thing that makes you gives target recognition for enemy stingers and whatever. It takes them longer time for them to lock onto you. All those different specs or perks, whatever you want to call them. All of those needs to be unlocked. You have no idea how hard it is to unlock shit when you have nothing, and it takes the enemy 2 missiles to to shoot you down. 2 fucking missiles. That's it. They lock you on it takes them a couple of seconds to lock onto you. Then they fire 1 missile. You're disabled. That means that you're going to be kind of limping. Like you'll be limping in sky. If they hit the right side of your plane, you'll constantly be tipping to the right side. You'll be losing health over time as well. If you don't land and repair, you're fucked. So basically, it takes 1 shot to kill airplanes. But I mean, technically it takes 2. But you might as well be dead at 1 missile. So you're kind of staggering in the air, just trying to survive, and then the second missile comes and hits you, and you're dead. You don't have any kind of defense mechanism against the engineers that are shooting Stinger missiles. None whatsoever. I don't know. I've seen people making videos and saying it's so hard that they're driving as a plane on the ground. They're driving to 2 flags and capturing them. They're inside a jet and capturing flags with it just to get points, because that's how hard it is to level up and unlock shit so that you can actually survive in the air. I mean, come on, that's ridiculous. Come on. I mean, the whole thing that you should be unlocking flares, that doesn't sound right to me at all. It feels like they just fucked up. that aspect completely. That's something that every air vehicle should have by default, period. As for the space